Hey Gospel Artists, so you're fired up about this first video in this series, and that is to cover royalties and registration as an artist. How does an artist get registered? How do you collect royalties? We want to talk a little bit about copyright, but this video is not really about copyright. It's more about royalties and you registering yourself as an artist to collect royalties. And we hear many people speak about royalties, and there are many misconceptions out there, but the major organizations that collect royalties are performing rights organization, or what we call PROs. Now, every country has their own PRO, right? Jamaica would have their PRO, which is JACAP, and JACAP controls now the collecting of the royalties for Jamaican artists and composers and musicians. These are the people who collect on the behalf of each artist. So it's important for all artists and producers and creators to be registered with JACAP. Now, JACAP is a PRO that I am not a part of them as yet, but I am currently with BMI, and BMI is another PRO who that is overseas, and but I see the importance of registering with your country's PRO. And why is it important? Because your PRO in that country, in your country, would collect your royalties and then send it to you. But if you have a PRO who is in another country, now PROs work together depending on the agreement that they have. They collect money from wherever your music is played. Let's say, for example, your music is played in Africa. Now, the PRO in Africa would collect that portion that belongs to the artist in Jamaica, and they would send it to JCAP. Now, JCAP, which is our PRO, would collect that and pay that out to you, which is the artist in Jamaica. If, for instance, I am registered with BMI, BMI would collect that portion from that PRO in Africa and then pay that portion to me. That is how it goes. Now, it's important for every artist to be registered with JCAP. They give you a JCAP license. And for those of you who are really wondering what is JCAP, and JACAP stands for Jamaica Association of Composers, Artists, Authors, and Publishers. And they are a non-profit copyright collecting society. So they collect on the behalf of artists for performance and recording musical works. Right? So these companies are very important to us because these help us as artists and producers to collect on to collect on work that is being played, whether it's played on the radio, whether you're performing it. And in this time where a lot of performance is taking place on social media, where we had live, many people don't know that these live events are supposed to also register with JCAP and collect royalties on our behalf. So it's important for whatever event you get to remind them to get a JCAP license because it will work out in your favor. Yes, so royalties. Everybody's worked up about royalties, collecting royalties and all of this. But royalties is important, but we can place all our emphasis on royalties because different organizations pay out at different time, and it's based on how many times your song is performed. And also your song can be performed and you don't get anything because why? The who Wherever these songs are played, the license would have to be purchased or to be garnered from JCAP. So we have to get each event would have to get a license from JACAP. And I think nowadays people are finding it important or seeing the importance of getting a JACAP license for their event where music is played, or a jam license. And this is important, right? So getting yourself registered with a PRO is very important. Now, how I look at royalties? I look at royalties as my little pension plan. Remember now, a song is like a stock, and it only grows in value. Let's use Bob Marley for example. Bob Marley dead and gone, but his song is still living on and is growing in value each day after day after day, because more people know you over a period of time. Your song will never spoil, it will never rot. It will stay there and grow over time. So royalties will always be coming in once a song is been getting radio plays, once a song is being promoted and moving, and you are doing a lot of performance. Remember, it's a performance royalty organization. So this organization really collect based on performances. So it's very important for you to work out all your performances and make sure that everything is in order. Now, I don't know how JACAP pays out, but I'll get back to you on some of those information. I guess some of these companies pay out quarterly. Some of these companies pay out every 3 months. It all depends. Yes, but once you sign up, you can get those information. For JACAP, I don't want to give you any wrong information, but then when I checked it out, it was I think $2,500 to join. I think you had to bring a passport size picture, and you had to actually have at least 3 songs that is recorded and released online or to the public on the radio, right? Now, this is important, and also, I think recently I was checking it out for an artist, and they said you might have to bring in also your ISRC codes, which you would garner from jams. Jam is for another topic. We'll talk about jams another time, but in this video, we really want to cover your royalties. Now, how do you get royalties? The more plays you get, the more radio plays, the more performance you do, the more royalties you collect. So, royalties in a nutshell is very important. This is what will come back to you even when you're not really performing, even when your songs is just playing on the radio. So that is why some artists can collect a hefty amount when it comes down. Artists, producers, or musicians can actually collect a large sum of money, depending on the amount of frequency that your song is being played at. Now, royalty splits is important. Let's say you did a collab on a track, and the person who you collab with is registered with JACAP. You had an agreement to split the amount down the line 50-50. That's the royalty, of course. That was sent off to JACAP via writing form and also all the requisite form, and the percentage was worked out. If artist A, which is the one who's registered with JACAP, submits all the information and artist B is not registered with JACAP, you won't receive your royalties because you obviously have to be in the system. So it's important for every artist to be registered with a performing rights organization. Some of the performing rights organization are ASCAP, BMI, and we have a lot of other ones. We have Sisoka, is a lot of them, and they're in different countries. So, but the main ones is the one that is in your country is the best to sign up with the one that is in your country. Let me tell you why. I have an account in the US at BMI. Now, when my song is played in Jamaica, let's say the song is valued at $100, they are going to send that song to the US, to BMI, and then BMI is going to send that song back to JACAP for me in Jamaica. Now, I don't want that kind of movement. So what I do, try to register yourself with the company that is us in your country. So let us support our own infrastructure. So we need to support our own. So let us work with JACAP. Right? This video is in no way promoting JACAP, or we are not doing anything for affiliate marketing for JACAP, but we're just showing you, I am just showing you the tools in which you need to complete your your role as an artist to actually be in the system, right? And also a thing that I recognize is JACAP really spend time in educating the artist, and that is very good. So look into joining JACAP. What I'll do, I'll put a link in the description for the website where you can find out more. I'll also put the numbers there so you can actually access the JACAP website and their numbers. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. I'm excited to be a part of the growth, and this is our first step. So get yourself registered and come back to us where we can go to the next stage. Alright, if you like this content and this content was helpful to you, share, like, send it to a friend that is in need of this help, and feel free to subscribe. Remember, when you subscribe and click on the notification bell, you'll be the first to be notified.